Alright guys, welcome back. Today we got the last training session of week 2 here in block 1. Starting up with some Larsen press. I had it prescribed set of 3 at RPE 6. Last week I did 130 kg and today I did 135. It moved alright. It's been a while since I've done Larsen press, but I do think it's a good thing for me because I'm very unstable here and I can definitely see a big impact on my strength, which means it might be a good variation for me. No matter what, it's a good way to get in some quality upper body, pretty bench specific work instead of just like dumbbell press or like chest flyers, anything like that, where you do work the chest, triceps and shoulders maybe, but it's not nearly as specific as a Larsen press will be. This day is right after my primary day for the squat, bench and deadlift, so I'm pretty fatigued during this day, and that's also why I don't see me doing any heavy compounds here. It's mainly just some upper body volume and hypertrophy stuff. So the Larsen press first, and then I have 3 sets of chin-ups to RP 10, which I'm also pushing quite a lot here. Last week I got 14 reps in the first set, 10 reps in the second, and 10 reps in the third. This time I got 17 in the first set, 14 in the next, and 12 in the next. So quite a lot of adaptation there, and hopefully in 2 weeks I'll be able to get 20 reps on the chin-ups. I also think in general a lot of people forget that the primary way to actually gain strength in powerlifting is just through building muscle. Sure, we can get like better technique and maybe recruit more muscle fibers and all this kind of stuff, but the primary way of getting strong is simply just getting in some more hypertrophy. So people doing these hypertrophy blocks and not being specific to powerlifting and saying they don't get big through powerlifting, they don't powerlift right. Really, the biggest difference between bodybuilding and powerlifting is really just specificity for the squat, bench and deadlift, and having a bit more of technique practice maybe. Another big difference is in bodybuilding, you focus on hypertrophy in terms of muscle groups that are lacking in aesthetics. For powerlifting, hypertrophy focus will be for prime movers in the squat, bench and deadlift and potential weak points in the squat, bench and deadlift. Like, there's a reason why we don't see any of the top powerlifters in the total that's not jacked. I am in general trying to push my accessories a bit more. You can also see here my dips. I'm doing them fairly light right now, just so I can get used to the movement pattern and getting my shoulders used to moving some weight with the dips. But I am planning on getting some pretty heavy dips in the later weeks. Maybe getting up to around 50 kg at the end of the block or at the next block. And also here for the curls, I know it's not super important for powerlifting, but just trying progressing the accessories as well can also be pretty fun. Here I did a PR of the 20s for hammer curls for a set of 10, which is more than I've ever done. But funny thing is, there's pretty much no difference between my hammer curl and my normal curl, since I've done 8 reps with normal curl with the 20s as well. But you can definitely see I have not had as much focus on stuff like curls on this, probably because it's not very specific to the squat, bench or deadlift, and it's really mainly just to keep myself injury proof and making sure that I have a somewhat reasonable ratio between pushing and pulling in the elbows.